Hello, my name's Chevalier. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Siam. In previous episode, we got another two rebellions. Basically, entirely of Borneo is now rebelling against us. But we do have our troops now in such a position that we could send in a bit more reinforcements into Borneo. And the front line over here is quite easy for us anyway. Now that we don't need to worry about the landings and all that, we'll be able to clear out this rebellion soon enough. I do wonder, where is the capital? Or do we already... Well, they are definitely losing a lot of their war support. They're not... No, I'm not going to take a white piece. I'm going to take my proper piece. Oh, Sulu is having a revolution. So they won one combat thus far. That's not going to save them. But we're also increasing the... Oh, railways in Bangkok. Okay, that's actually really good, because the engine price over here, well, it's still pretty bad. I'm just going to give that another level. There we go. Only losing 130,000 per week now. And we're not getting all that much from minting, or especially from the gold, because most of the, well, a decent chunk of our gold is in Borneo. So we'll just need to hopefully not destroy too much of the civilian population in here, let's just say. Oh, actually, one thing that I did remember is there was a construction sector over here using just wooden buildings. I'm going to put that into the iron frame buildings. And over here, there is another one, yeah. That's going to increase our construction speed quite a bit. It also means that we'll be taking a lot more money from the investment pool, which is still 6.6 million. So there's definitely room in there. And how far? We've got 2 pages of things, actually, only. It's not that much. And now we're getting a lot of support in, Eastern New Guinea, railway in Western Australia, a lot more iron mines. There we go, it's only 116,000 that we're losing right now. So I'm guessing that, Sulu Aristocratic Revolt is buying some weapons from us. I mean, I suppose if it's profitable. Oh, do we have, hold on a minute. Do we not have a general in Indonesia anymore, or did we just lose another one? No, we do have a general. At least we should have. But is it sitting over here in Australia or something? Probably. Where are you from? Kundong. Okay, so this is the Chinese army. I'm just going to send you down that way. At least it'll get a little bit closer to home. Right, so one of the revolutions is already... Oh, there we go, they capitulated. So now we'll have more troops heading in here. Actually, we should probably just bring in another... Is there anyone... That's in Indochina, Oceania, Indochina... Indonesia? Oh, right, that's already heading there. Travelers Indochina. I'm guessing this is the one that we could use in here as well. Or was that the one that was already traveling? And by in Indochina. So at least that means that we don't have quite as many troops active anymore. Oh, there we go. We've got some of our troops in there. They are with our general there, admittedly, but we'll probably win the... Oh, one thing that we should probably check is if they change any of the production methods in here. Especially for the... Oh, there wasn't any barracks there. Or here. Okay, well, that didn't change anything then. Except the ports we need to switch back. Apparently, and probably a lot of the other things. Let me just go through these. I'm going to use a bit of electricity over here for the urban center as well. Let's have a look at the northern Borneo. So we've got the sulfur mines in there, which clearly were downgraded. I'm going to use some dynamite in there. Increase the productions. There we go, so that should increase the productions a little bit again. Right, so we won one of the combats against them. We're still getting some of our troops back in. Okay, I'm just going to send one more army from Indochina, I guess. Not defend, actually. Yeah, expect offensive plan. I'm just going to send you in. Should be arriving there shortly. Oh, there we go. We got one of our... Oh, one of our armies is just waiting here. How about you just join the combat then? So we've got 100 battalions joining in here. Right, so if this is not going to be an easy victory, then I don't know what is. Oh, are we losing... Oh, right, we have run through so many of our construction stuff over here. Let's have a double check. What do we need? Engines? Clippers? Why do we need clippers? There's a whaling station needing clippers. Is the Australian whaling station. Well, those can be fixed. There we go. So that's now one solved. We're going to need a lot more coal and lead and steel. We've got a lot of steel production, or decent bit of steel production over here as well as down here. And this is something that we could probably easily expand at Middle East. I'm just going to put that one level. The price of the workforce over here is starting to be pretty high though. Actually, not necessarily that much, but it's just not quite as profitable as one might think. We've got plenty of workforce in here. We don't really produce any of our coal or steel, or coal or iron in here. But I suppose we could utilize some of this. Actually, got a lot more infrastructure available there. I'm going to build a steel mill in there. I reckon it will probably be profitable. I'm going to put that to auto-expand. It's going to have... Well, actually, I don't think we need to even have the rotor valve engine. So use hand assembly, quite frankly. So that's going to be another steel mill. And then over here, we got some logging camps. We got furniture. So what else? Coal, lead, steel, paper. We did reduce the paper production quite a bit by reducing the stuff over there earlier. We got lead mines, at least potential for a lot of lead mines around here. Actually, we've got level 5 already in here. I'm just going to give that a couple of levels. And then the coal mines over here, I'm just going to start expanding to level 10 or something. We will give a couple logging camps there as well. That is going to be a lot of stuff underway, and that will hopefully start reducing a lot of the cost for various things. At least one would hope so. Right, we are now advancing into the Bornean front lines here, and we are making quite a devastating damage to them. We'll start increasing in the use of railways in here for the various things, actually. Just to reduce the workforce needed, so there's going to be enough to sort of run everything. Because the textile mill over here, for example, isn't... Oh, right, should use elastics. That's for sure. We could even use the automatic power looms, I guess. Over here would be worthwhile. And the sewing machines, we can go for the electric sewing machines over here, actually. There we go. So we're still losing £137,000 per week. But the GDP is $250 million, so it's not too bad. Now I suspect that they are probably going to take the... no, I'm not going to take the white piece. Oh, well, we have started working on the skyscraper. That's still going to be another 41 weeks. I presume we do... No, I don't know if we actually get the money from that. That might not fall into the investment pool, actually. How's the explosives price and or glass price? The glass price isn't too bad. We do lack a little bit of them, but it's not too bad. Do we have anything over here? We've got plenty of pops in there and plenty of infrastructure. Oh no. Okay, everyone's going for Eastern New Guinea. That's mine, I tell you. Mine. Oh, they will take that. There we go. So now let's have a look at the productions in here, because they no doubt have screwed those up. There we go. Oh wow, we're actually making money now. How the heck are we making money? Oh, because we're not at war, so we're not paying massive amount of money for... Well, okay, now we're losing a bit of money again. But yeah, for a moment we were actually making money there. But it just took us some time to go through all the productions in here. All discovered in Eastern New Guinea. Alright. Ooh, hello. Right, this is rubber rush. And oil as well, eh? Right, I don't think anyone... Oh, the Russians control one. I don't control any of there yet. Now, there is also potential for oil rigs over here, but of course, is the infrastructure levels fine? The infrastructure level is fine. Still haven't colonized the entire state there, but that's gonna be alright. I'm going to take a few... Oh, we need a lot more bureaucracy, apparently. Did we... Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh, the government administration... It used to be active in here. Let's give it another level and put it on standardized piling system. They probably reduced all the stuff there. I'm just going to double check that my administration centers are all using the correct stuff. They are not. A little bit extra cost perhaps, but it's going to be slightly reducing the lack of bureaucracy now. On the skyscraper, well, it's not done yet. I'm going to keep it at government administration building throughput, I reckon. And then what's this? Airship more... Oh, it's prestige, okay. Sure. I guess. Oh, and the glass works, so I could start using a bit more oil by making houseware plastics. But that's going to be a lot more glass. Oh, there we go. Now we're making 17,000. I mean, how much are we still paying for the military goods? 300,000, but it was an extra third or so that we had to pay before. So I guess that was a good trade overall. We'll discover a New South Wales. Oh, hello. Oil rigs. 10 oil rigs in here. That would be quite nice. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of... oh, alright. Oh, a gold rush. Where's this? New South Wales. Oh. They're telling me that there's gold fields there. Oh, yes, there is. Also, I just realized that these weren't using the correct stuff. There we go. So that's going to be a lot more money. So the Russians have started a diplomatic play on me. Cut Siam down to size. Well, well, well. We did capture... oh, right. I forgot that we had these. We've not lost these, at least. You need a bit more coal, but I suppose coal is something we could easily expand the production in here. That's an easy one to do. We got plenty of oil rigs there, but we don't have a lot of engines. I believe we did... I thought we were setting up some engine production in here somewhere. I suppose we could probably put in a tiny bit of motor engines in there. Doesn't need to produce any cars, perhaps, but that's going to allow them to keep the oil rigs going. Is the infrastructure level there? It's fine. Alright, well, that's good news. We might want to get a government administration in here as well, just in case. If we ever decide to incorporate that. I mean, taxation capacity is still fine, actually. I think Hokkaido is probably... no, that's good enough over there as well. Alright. I'm going to get another port in there for sure. The railway is having some lack of coal and engines and all that. We got the sulfur mines in there, which of course have the same lack of stuff there. Let's give the coal mines another few levels. Right, so the Russians. What do I want to take from you? I wouldn't mind taking the... actually, is that transfer... oh, no, it's probably Conquer State. New Guinea. Yeah, that would be fine. So we'll take that one. How much of an army do they have? They got a large fleet. I don't know how good of a fleet it is, quite frankly. They got some naval bases in here. So they got monitors, escort frigates, torpedo boats, and Journey Cole. And I butchered that one. But anyway, what did we have? We've got monitors, destroyers, and submarines. And then we got the... oh, actually, no, what we could do... oh, first of all, let's make sure that all of our troops are using the correct stuff again. Let's go with the bicycle messengers right now. I think that's going to be fine. And machine gunners. And of course the field hospitals. And then we're still going to probably keep to monitors because we don't have the radio production. So we'll just increase the cost of the stuff way too much. We're going to keep the destroyers and submarines, and then we're going to go for the sea lane strategies now. That's going to increase the offense and defense values a bit. Now, it doesn't mean that our fleets won't be all that useful for a little while. It'll get fixed eventually. I'm going to go with publicly traded, I reckon. But there we go. That's a lot of those fixed. So, the Russians. I wonder who they can get on their side. I mean, I'm not going to put any other war goals yet. There is the... actually, what was it? Not Kamchatka. What can we conquer from them? Alaska. Oh, right. I mean, that would be an interesting option for sure. There is a gold field. There's a lot of gold mines in there, potentially. It's actually a little bit tempting. Do we do it? We'll wait for a little bit to see who joins. If there's someone else that joins that we might want to take land instead, then we'll just wait for that. I do actually wonder, though, if we were to switch... let's say Cambodia, for example. You know, you don't have any construction sectors there. Okay, over here, if we switch that to the steel frame building, it's going to be a bit more extra cost. The steel price will go up, as well as tool, explosives, and glass, but the ironwood and fabric prices would go down. I'm going to start switching a little bit to the steel construction. Now we've got 200 points already, and it's going to start increasing even further. We've got a lot of stuff underway. Well, actually, there's not that much stuff. Well, there's a lot of coal mines, as I say, that is underway. And then I think what we might want to do is increase the... oh, right, this is still not really that in... right, because the automobiles aren't really... actually, let's have a look. Who uses automobiles? Ah, I'll need 15 to 99 for the free movement. Oh, there we go. I'm getting 40,000 pounds per week. Of course, that's because we don't have any armies active. Still got 38 million credit, though. Although the max is now 61 for us, so the GDP is increasing. And of course, the more we can get... Oh, right, they got... Who is that? Scandinavia, Kathiri, and... Okay. I could go for the war reparations from Russia. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's see who else they could call in, if anyone. They got a lot of nations leaning. If Great Qing joins in, then we'll just grab some states from them, no doubt. Would this... Oh, they got some motor industries there, as well as steel mills. And a lot of government administration, but that's not a surprise. Do we have any... Okay, we've got low market access. New South Wales still has pretty bad. Annam has a bit bad. Central Java has a bit of a bad access as well. Oh, because the railway isn't fully employed. Okay, but that's mostly because they just don't have the population to run it. If we were to start reducing the workforce needed at a lot of the things... Although you should probably start with the... Okay, the logging camp is already pretty much as effective as it can. I mean, we could maybe go for the electric sawmills. But that wouldn't actually... No. Well, it would increase the production, which isn't really a bad one. But the plantations, if we start using some transportation, then that's going to free up a lot of workforce for sure. Also, it's going to make the railway a bit more profitable. Okay, now they can hire a lot more, so that means that the infrastructure levels are going to start improving. So is no one else joining this? There's a lot of nations that are leaning. Papua Uprising. Oh, right, okay. I didn't realize that that's going to happen, alright. Well, that does mean that we'll be conquering most of this. Which is not actually a bad one, now that I think of it. Let's go ahead and activate. So we got Indochina, Indonesia. Let's just utilize this one. To clear out... that one. Then the armies in southern China, I'm going to keep there for now. Indochina, we can take... Well, I suppose there's not really a lot of... Hold on, who was the 20 battalion army? This one, wasn't it? Your morale seems to be low, but it should be... Oh, right, it's because we did the switcheroo, didn't we? We'll probably start improving quite soon, though. Actually, we didn't do the switcheroo in these troops. Alright, never mind. Or maybe some of the troops did. But it was mostly the areas that we had to reconquer. Right, so we're slowly activating some of our troops. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I put in some more war goals. There's not that much that I can, realistically speaking, take, though. But Alaska, you know, it could be fine. It would open up a route into America. Against British Columbia. Or something like that. There is... let's actually have a look at Alaska again. What did they have there? They got a lot of trade centers. Oh, wow. Okay. There's going to be a lot of unemployment here, no doubt. We could get a lot of gold mines. At least, as well as some whaling. For some extra oil. Then we'll have to get... Oh, alright, they got a lot of ports there already. Everyone is a shopkeeper in here. There's also a lot of coal mines that we can have, logging camps, fishing. Not a lot of farming, admittedly, but it is Alaska after all. Alright, well... Central planning done. Oh. And we don't have the telephones quite yet. But we'll get that eventually, but that would allow us to get a lot more bureaucracy for sure. Right, let's just add in the war goal for Alaska. Let's see if that prompts anyone to join in. Probably not. Oh, but this is actually fun. Because once we conquer the Papua in this war, then we're going to immediately continue conquering the Russian colony there. Spain sides with Russia, alright. So who does that bring in? Just Spain. Is there any war goals against Spain that I could take? In theory, yes. In practice, probably not that much for us. I mean, there would be potentially... Ooh, transfer subject. Something like Spanish or Spanish Philippines. There'd be 40 maneuvers for that. That's quite a bit. Or Portugal. Oh, Portugal. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe not. I think we'll just transfer Philippines to us. Except we can't... right, we're going to have to do a landing somewhere where the Spanish have stuff. I mean, maybe if we go for Canary Islands or something. I don't know. We might want to activate another army to speed up the conquest of New Guinea. Is that from... That's from Indochina as well. So I'm just going to mobilize that. Send it over there. Should be fairly simple war. Oh, and one thing that we should probably do is send in some of our fleets out. Although the fleets might not be in that good of a shape quite yet. So that's... Patrolling coast of South China. Oh, so is this from South China then? Possibly. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm going to send this one to raid convoys between Alaska and Siberia. Cause a lot of economical issues for the Russians. And everyone else is declaring... Yeah, no one else is basically joining on this war at least. Unfortunately, well, we're not using all of the maneuvers, but that's probably fine. I think we'll survive. Oh, there we go, the paper mill is almost done. So how is the pricing going on right now? Coal price is massive, engine price is massive, lead price is pretty high, paper price is pretty high, ironclad price is pretty high, so we could probably get more ironclads from here. Give a couple levels for that. Because we are going to need more engine production then. To be fair, we're not that far off from getting the electric railways. It's 4 months. That's going to fix a lot of the issues that we have. And we've still got quite a bit of construction that we can use. That's good. Oh, actually, we are making money now. We're not getting the full amount of money from the investment pool right now, but it is actually increasing in size right now, oddly enough. So we could probably afford increasing our construction slightly. Give it another level over here, for example. It is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's also going to start reducing the fabric and the wood pricing, which will actually be good for the standard of living, which admittedly isn't all that great yet. It's only 12.4, but it could be a lot worse. Right, so the war has started. They just want to cut me down to size. I don't think my war support can go below... Yeah, no. I think they'll have to conquer a lot of my lands to pull that off. Right, so we've got that stuff going. We do have... We should have the 20 battalion army that is doing the invasions usually. So Nid, you are just waiting in Indochina. Should we do a landing in Alaska? I think we should do a landing in Alaska. So are we... Right, this war hasn't started yet. It's gonna start soon though. We're making 11,000... Oh wow, so we are actually making money now, which is good. It's definitely good. Especially, well, we're getting a lot of mines now, so the coal price should be dropping drastically. Oh well, we're still lack 3,000, so I'm not entirely sure how drastic the drop is actually going to be. Do we... Oh, there we go. Papal War has started. Let's double check. So we do have a steel mill in here, and there's probably something that we should increase to at least to level 5 or something. Because we need a lot of steel, especially if we start using more steel construction. Or steel frame construction, then yeah, it's definitely needed. Now, one thing that they might do is a landing over here. I was thinking some Russian convoys. Because once... Oh! Did the general die, or did I send the general elsewhere? No, I just sent it elsewhere. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take... you. Advancing over there. So it's probably the one that is doing the landing. Oh, I sent the wrong... Okay. Well, I suspect that they probably don't have a lot of garrison. Oh. They found our fleet. They do have a bit better fleet by the looks of it. Well, not really better, just larger. Although they did... Yeah, it's just a lot larger, I reckon. Taking heavy casualties in here, so that I suppose the landing into Alaska is not going to succeed. Oh, wait, no. No. It won't. Not enough support for the landing. Right, well, we can at least get part of the area over here once we actually clear out... Oh, skyscraper completed. Touching the sky. A magnificent achievement, plus 25 prestige. I will take it. But yeah, once we capture the Eastern New Guinea from the Russians, then that is all at least gonna give us one of the war goals. Probably not a sufficient amount to actually win the war or anything like that. But it'll be better than nothing. And now we're still making £23,000 per week. That's definitely good news. Oh, right. Did it increase the... Oh, right. They haven't hired everyone yet. But that should increase the administration building throughput quite a bit. Germany abandoned France. What's this then? Baroba? Oh, is it... no, it's not there. I mean, well, it is in here. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Oh, that one. Oh. Conquer Gujarat. Oh, I see what's happening. They're just conquering some more lands. Oh, there we go. We split the armies here quite a bit. Just going to move this army in to the front over there. Because most of these don't have anyone. So once this army is clearing out the rest of that pocket, it can then just go through the other areas. And the Russians will take quite a while to arrive in here. Well, they got a little bit of troops in here. It's not going to be enough to stop me. I might activate another army. That's a trench rat. That's going to be a good one for defending. There we go. That's another victory. And they got 120 battalions heading in here. Even the Finns are sending some troops. And the Scandinavians. Question is, are they going to be able to send in the troops before we conquer that? Oh, there we go. China versus France is going to be a thing, probably. No, we're going to declare more interest. How many can we have? 17. We've only got 14 right now. I suppose we could put one in the Baltic. For future proof. And maybe one in Arabia. Would that be smart? I mean, I suppose that would allow us to do a lot of stuff there. And then... just going to put one in... Put one in Mexico or something. Or Brazil. So we could start trading in... Southern America as well. Or go for the Nile. I suppose we should already have with Arabia. We can trade with Egypt if they don't embargo us, which they probably do, let's be honest. I'm going to put one in Eastern Siberia. If nothing else, we could just deny the... well, Eastern Siberia from the Russians if they declare war on us in the future. Or if we end up in a war against them in the future. Ah, there we go. Electric railways, finally. You know, for the telephone, I reckon. Get that underway. And now, if we were to switch... you know what? I'm going to switch one at a time here. We could go this one for the electric engines. That's going to be a lot of engine production. That's going to make it a lot more profitable to produce them in here. Most likely. Well, at least a little bit more profitable. And there is a bit of automobiles. Well, there's not enough. We do have another area over here that we could also switch already to the electric engines. That's going to be a lot of extra profits. As well as a lot of extra engines. But there we go, that's underway now. That is being conquered. So the Papua War is probably going to be over soon-ish. They would not take the annexation war goal quite yet. Oh, so we did push off the Russians from here. Okay, so that means that we are at least... well, we still need to conquer Alaska if we want to win this. Well, I suppose our fleets weren't in full power yet either. If we have a look at the strengths, then... yeah, the equipment adjustment is still 70% in there. But we conquered that. They might be doing a landing somewhere. Probably in and around here. Or maybe they try to do a landing in our main areas. That's also a possibility. But I do realise that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.